Nations across the entire planet are currently starting to introduce new electronic identity systems for all their citizens today. These Western administrations are specifically connecting those online badges to nearly every single thing you do in your daily life. They truly desire to have total oversight and dominance over your movements and your choices as a free individual. Most regular folks in your hometown probably assume this is just a handy tool that makes life simple and convenient. They believe the state is actually watching out for their safety and their future, wealth, and their best interests at heart. If you are a person who treasures your own secrets and your personal liberty and your right to be independent, this is a massive warning sign. I am going to share a very unique perspective with you today that you have likely not heard on any other platform or news station. The reality is that my research team handed me a giant stack of data and reports regarding these new electronic identification laws. We are going to toss all of that research into the bin right now because I want to speak to you with total honesty. I want to tell you exactly what I think about this shifting world and what it means for your own future path. To start, we should look at what a government-verified identity profile actually means for you in the modern world. It is a system where every bit of your information is stored in a computer cloud that belongs to the state. This digital file connects directly to your personal bank accounts and all of your private financial records. You have to stop and ask yourself, what could possibly go wrong with a system that knows every penny you spend? They intend to use these tools for your healthcare needs and to track every medical visit you ever make. Once again, we have to wonder what kind of trouble could arise when a group of bureaucrats knows your health details. Having a bunch of paper pushers knowing your tax history and your travel plans and your government benefits is a massive risk. Every license you own and every service you use will be gathered into one single gateway that they control entirely. They are implementing this architecture by using your facial features and your fingerprints and even the unique sound of your voice. This is a design meant to centralize your whole existence into one single point of access that they can turn off to any of us who live in. The Western world actually believe that these governments are doing this for our benefit. Think about the same agencies that make you wait in 3 different lines just to get a basic driver license renewed. The entire process usually takes all day and involves a lot of frustration and wasted time for the average person. Do we actually believe that these slow and inefficient systems are trying to make our lives easier or better right now? It is much more likely that these politicians are just hungry for more power and want to make their own jobs simpler. They want to get their share of the money from the massive contracts they give to their friends. In big business corporations, they have a desire to track your movements and spy on your habits much more than they ever could in the past. We have clear evidence that governments like the one in the United States actually do watch their own citizens very closely. They simply want to know more about you because they believe that information is the ultimate tool for management. The goal is not to make your morning commute easier or to help you access public services with less effort. Most of us do not really believe that life will become more pleasant once the state has control over all this data. It will actually be much easier for them to bother you and harass you and put you on a secret blacklist whenever they want. They can cancel your passport or freeze your ability to move around the world with just one single command in their system. I want to take a different view on this whole situation than what most people are currently talking about online. There are 2 fundamental beliefs that people in my home country of America have that I believe are completely wrong. The first mistake is the idea that you just need to move to a more conservative region to be safe from these rules. Americans have this great fascination with the idea that living in a red state will protect them from national laws. This digital push is happening at a very high level, and it does not stop at the border of your local town or state. If you live in a place like the European Union, these decisions are made by a central bloc that dictates your life. They are going to tell you exactly what happens to your data from a high office that you will never visit. The other major misconception is the idea that this is happening everywhere, so there's no point in looking for a better way. The reality is that these intrusive systems are mostly a product of the cultures found in Western nations today. Even the most independent regions like Alaska are currently talking about their own versions of a digital tracking system. They use fancy words like programmable money and programmable identity, but the goal is always the same type of control. There is a cultural element to this problem that almost no one is talking about in the mainstream media lately. The real issue is that people are staying in a broken system and thinking they can fix it from the inside. They believe that if they just stay and vote for the right person, then all of these problems will magically go away. Look at the current situation in the United Kingdom, where it seems like no one is looking out for your best interests. This is especially true if you are an entrepreneur or a person who wants to build something of value for the world everywhere. Political party is coming at you from a different angle to take away your freedom and your personal privacy. Voting for a new leader is not going to save your assets or your ability to live a life that is free from constant watching. Standing in the streets and fighting for a version of democracy that has changed is not a winning strategy anymore. What will actually save you is the advice I have always shared, which is to go to the place where you are treated best. The reason this is the case is that the problem we are facing is not just about the laws, but about the culture itself. The West has a culture of compliance, where every small action eventually becomes a written rule that must be followed. Every rule eventually becomes a system, and every system eventually becomes a way for the state to enforce its will digitally. This is why tools that are sold to us as convenient eventually become the very tools used to control our daily lives. That was the plan all along. And their systems are built from the ground up to achieve that specific outcome in the Western world. The ideas of efficiency and following orders have merged into one single problem for the individual. The root of the issue is that these governments believe their citizens are like cattle that need to be managed and tracked. They fundamentally believe that they own you and your rights because they think the state is the ultimate authority. You can see this clearly when you look at your passport, which is technically owned by the government and not by you. When the United States tells you that they can cancel your travel papers because of a tax debt, they are showing their power. They can stop you from traveling and keep you trapped within their borders whenever they decide you have not obeyed. In the United Kingdom, they are even suggesting that minor crimes could be a reason to take away your right to travel. Western governments believe in their core culture that you are their property, and they can do whatever they want with you. This is the reason that the United States can impose a tax system based on your citizenship no matter where you live. Even if you move to the other side of the world, you are still required to file a report and pay your share to them. We help our clients reduce and sometimes even eliminate these taxes by helping them move their lives to better places. We assist people from Canada and the United Kingdom and Germany in leaving their home countries to find more freedom. There are ways to get out of this trap, but your government wants you to believe that they are a protective force for you. They frame every new restriction as a way to keep you safe from fraud or to stop the spread of international terrorism. They keep looking for more and more reasons to watch you, because the hidden message is always that they know best. Many people in the West imagine that this is simply the way the entire world works in every single country on Earth. The reason we talk about the Western world specifically is because they operate very differently from the rest of the globe. The high level of organization in those cultures is the reason why we have massive tech companies that change the world. However, people often forget that many of those companies were started by people who moved to the West from elsewhere. Those talented individuals may not choose to move to the United States or Europe in the years that are coming next. They might choose to take their ideas and their money to places like Dubai or Singapore, where they are welcomed. The environment that once allowed a business to flourish in the West is now being destroyed by too many rules. I run a global business, and I do not do it from any Western country because I want to keep my own freedom. I do not even have an entirely Western staff because I have found great talent in many other parts of the world. We are seeing a shift where countries that were once seen as disorganized are actually improving their quality of life. They are not just better places to live, but they are also not interested in tracking your every move or taxing your wealth. The best way to protect yourself from a digital identity is to leave the culture that wants to use it against you. For any criticism you might have about places like the United Arab Emirates, the truth is that their systems actually work. The tools they use are integrated in a way that actually benefits the people who live and work in their cities. The same thing is happening in Singapore because those leaders understand that they need to offer value to their residents. In the Gulf region, they realize that if they do not make life easy, then talented people simply will not come to stay. They want people to move there because they are following the same playbook that the West used to use long ago. They want to roll out the red carpet and make themselves an attractive place for the most successful people in the world. That culture of service used to exist in America. But the idea of the American dream has moved to other countries now. The West has started to use private companies, like banks and airlines, as a secret way to police the entire population. When you go to a bank or a travel agent, they're the ones who will force you to follow the government rules. Some people think they can get around this by using crypto, but the big corporations will not let you skip the system. A major airline is not going to let you bypass the rules, and a digital identity will make that enforcement happen instantly. As the West becomes more centralized, the global South is becoming more decentralized and free almost by accident. I am not going to claim that. Every single country outside of the West is a perfect place for every person to live. But I want you to look at this through the eyes of a successful person who wants to protect their own future. You can. Visit our website at nomancapitalist.com/apply to see how we can help you find your own path. Americans often think that everyone still wants to move to their country, but that has not been true for a long time. The people who are still trying to get into the United States are often looking for survival or very basic jobs. While I respect anyone who works hard, having a lot of day laborers move in is not a sign of a great nation. What we have seen is that you can move to a place like El Salvador and find a community of like-minded people. They have found a safe and happy life in a place that the rest of the world has decided to ignore or judge. You could live in Panama or Malaysia or Serbia or any of the many other countries that are happy to have you. These places are willing to treat you with respect and let you have a nice life without constant digital watching. They are often too busy with other priorities to build a massive system designed to track every single citizen at home. The leaders in smaller countries realize that their power is not infinite and they cannot afford to harass everyone. They do not have the massive military force needed to control the population in the way that Western nations do. The politicians in these other places know that you have the power to leave if they treat you poorly or take your rights even among the Western options. Ireland is a good choice because they have a history of wanting to attract new people. They keep their taxes low on companies because they know they need a reason for people to choose their country. In a place like that, you are generally going to be much better off than in a nation that thinks it owns your soul. Fragmented and chaotic bureaucracy actually gives you more freedom because it is too messy to control you perfectly. Many people have this false image in their heads that leaving the West means living in a tent in the middle of a jungle. The reality is that you can live in a modern city with great internet and still be free from the reach of the state. Look for countries that offer golden visas, because that is a clear sign that they value the people who move there. The global South generally has a culture where people mind their own business and leave you alone to live your life. In the West, you can get a knock on your door from the police just for posting something on a social media page. The United States and the United Kingdom and Australia have developed a culture where you must obey or be punished. These are the same countries that would not even let their own people come home during the recent health crisis. That is a violation of what it means to be a citizen. But they did it anyway, because they wanted to show their power. Other nations are more focused on just being a place to live without trying to fix every problem with a new rule. They do not use words like extremism or misinformation as a way to justify watching every single thing that you do. This is why I tell you to have residence permits and second passports in as many different countries as you possibly can. You want to be distributed, so that no single leader or government can decide what your future is going to look like. When I started this business, it was about having a backup plan, but now it is about choosing a culture of freedom. Regions like Africa and Asia are starting to push back against the global rules and the high taxes of the West. They are not interested in the social goals that are being pushed by the leaders of the old world powers today. The long-term culture in most of the world is to let people be and to stay out of their private lives and businesses. I spend my time in places like Georgia and Turkey, where I feel much more respected and much less bothered by rules in Georgia. I can go to a government office and get exactly what I need in 15 minutes for a very small fee. The government there was actually built to serve the people and to make it easy for them to build a good life. They are not trying to create a police state that monitors every single move you make from the time you wake up. Even if things change in the future, having multiple options gives you the power to move to the next best place. Western nations believe that having more rules and more data makes everyone safer, but we know that is not true. The global South is a place where you can live an ethical and legal life while still keeping your personal privacy. Nomad Capitalist helps our clients find the places that treat them the best and make them feel Truly in control, we can help you set up your home and your bank accounts in a way that gives you a life of true global freedom.